Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Today we are checking out Pure Golf Champions Course V2 by G-Link. So, as you can see, we are going to be playing off the green tees, which are playing 7,602 yards. And as always, for the camera flyby purposes, pin set number 1. Fairways are firm, greens are normal, green speed is medium slow, and everything else is left in the golfing hands at default. So once again, this is another designer whose work we have yet to come across. I've got very little information about this course, but as you can see, hole 1 is a par 4, playing 443 yards. Beautiful looking opening hole, really like that lines of bunkers there, something different. And it looks like an approach shot's going to be over this water and into a tight island green surrounded by bunkers and rocks. So plenty of fairway to work with here. I'm going to try and put a fast on this and get this as far down the fairway as possible. We are looking like Tiger Woods today. Just paying homage to the great man himself. So we do manage to get the fast, and that is really going to make its way down the fairway. I have enabled everything once again for today's round.
I'd say it's about 120 yards or so.
So 121 yards out, 2 feet. Just going to loft this up a touch because the greens are firm. Try and land this about 4 or 5 yards short of the pin and just let it bounce forward and make its way up to the flagstick. Great strike.
Is it looking decent?
There we go. This should bounce out firm. Hopefully sit down for us. It does. And that is going to set us up for a little 2-foot putt for birdie. Little 3-footer, which we do convert and we do move to 1 under par. But as always, I do hope you fantastic subscribers and viewers are well, and thank you for the continued support on the channel. We have reached 2,200 subscribers, which is quite an achievement for a little channel, and I'm very proud of that achievement, so thank you to everyone. So hole 2, par 4, playing 412 yards, lighthouse up off there in the distance. Very clean course so far. We are going to be able to play the driver, I think. If we got a little gap between these trees here, we're probably going to have to apply some draw. We're down to 1 mile per hour winds here. So we're trying to draw this round the trees. Fully lofted the driver up to make sure we've got enough height to make it over the trees. Oh, it's a nice execution. Are we going to make it over the bunker? No, we're not. And that ball is looking like it could have a poor lie. And that has left us in a tricky situation because we've got an approach shot over the water. An 82 to 90% lie. It's not too bad. I think the lob wedge should just be about bang on here. Ball's really going to move to the right as soon as it leaves the club face. And the green does slope to the right. Just putting a bit of loft on this. Don't want to be too long. Pushed that one right slightly, and with a combination of the slope, we have ended up short right in the pin, and that's going to be a tricky uphill putt with these 131 greens. I do tend to struggle on soft greens and slow greens because I'm so used to firm and fast greens. I don't know why, but look how far left I'm having to aim this guy. So really hoping we just get this up and down the slope, and it should really start to turn here. Oh, it's not turning anywhere near what I expected. Poor putt there, but we should hopefully walk away with par from about 6-7 feet. And that does drop right into the heart of the cup. But to my knowledge, this was designed on the PS4. And hole number 3 is a par 3, playing 183 yards. And look at this for a beautiful par 3. That grandstand is like a mini arena enclosing that green. And look at the way the green slopes. Just got to get this up and over the first slope. And this may well have a chance of being an ace, this one. So 7 iron. Good strike. I'm still pulling things slightly to the right at the bottom. Tell you what, this has got a chance of going in. It's just going to be a lottery now if it goes in. It should finish close. It should make its way back towards the pin just like that. Is it in? Oh no, we're inches away from getting that hole in 110 inches. And we do pick up another birdie. So we move to 2 under par through the first 3 holes. Hole number 4, first of the par 5s, playing 552 yards. This one looks like it's going to be a dog leg right. Lots of fairway, large fairway bunkers, and the green is surrounded by 5 bunkers, giving it a bit of protection. Oh, I like the way we're going to have to carry this. It's downhill though. I would imagine if the wind was against us, that bunker's certainly in play. There we go, there's a far better swing line. Perfect, perfect. Need a kick right here. We should get it. There we go. And that is going to bring us right into play to attack this green in 2. I like the way he sloped that fairway off there so you can hit driver. So I'm going to come down to the 5 hybrid. Greens are firm and medium slope. So we should get a bit of bite here. It's another good strike. This is right at the flagstick. This should kick on just from the fairway. If that checks up, it's going to give us a good eagle attempt. And that's a really good approach shot into this par 5. We're probably going to have an 8 to 9 foot putt for eagle. 8 footer. Does have a fair bit of turn to the left on it. It's downhill as well. Is it going to turn? It does turn. And we do pick up an eagle and really improve our score here on the front 9. And we move to 4 under par on the Pure Golf Champions course. I imagine V2 stands for version 2. I could be completely wrong. But hole number 5, par 4. Playing all the 4s, 444 yards. I wonder if we can make it down that downhill slope of the tee box. But so far, very nice, natural looking course, very simple. Oh, this is going to take a hard kick right, so we've got to send this down the left hand side of this fairway and just hope that it does kick to the right. It's another nice swing. This should really kick forward and right, just like that. And that is going to be a monster drive. Look at this, 325 yards on the nose. And that's going to set us up for a gap wedge into this green. That grandstand seating is really close to the greens, isn't it? Imagine in society play, it'd make for a great atmosphere. Oh, I've pushed it. Pushed that right. As you can see, it's going to be right at the flag. Should bounce out firmly. Yardage was really good. Just that push right. We're going to have about a 12 foot putt for birdie. 12 foot bang on. And this is a tricky putt. I do like that the greens are challenging. We've had to give a fair bit of consideration to the majority of our putts so far. This one should turn right. It is downhill. Turn. Oh, it looks good. Oh, what a fantastic red putt that is. And we do pick up another birdie and move to 5 under par through 5 holes. So really strong start to this round as we move on to hole number 6, which is a par 4 playing 424 yards. Very tight fairways here on this hole. So we're going to have very little room for error off the tee box. We've got a moat bunker surrounding or protecting the front of the green. Once again, it looks like it should kick right. It is downhill. So just aiming for left centre of this fairway. Good execution.
There we go. That's looking good.
Looks like it's an uphill fairway as well. But there's the kick right. And that gives us a really good line of sight into the 6th green. So once again, it is going to be another wedge. Let's have a look at the Sam wedge. No, I think we'll stay with the gap wedge and just loft this up. because we are on a slight downhill slope here as well. I'm not too convinced that's as far down as what it's saying. So hopefully we get our yardage right. Oh, I've pushed that right again slightly. Yardage is bang on. This should sit down fairly quickly. There we go. But just once again, that push right. If it wasn't for that push right, that was tracking right on line with the cup. But we are going to be rewarded with a little 5-foot putt, which we do convert. And we move to 6 under through 6 holes. So absolutely cooking with gas here. Hole number 7, par 3, and it is a beautiful looking par 3, playing 164 yards. Water is severely in play if you're short, long, or to the right here. And once again, that little seating area, I really like that. It's very, very close to the greens. So with the downhill element, we're going to have to come all the way down to 9 iron here. 0 mile per hour winds. So this is really going to test your iron play and your yardage control. I'm looking to play this right at the flagstick. Get it stopping as quickly as... But there's another push right once again. And it's really coming into effect here. Yardage is going to be really good once again. In fact, just a little bit short. It's going to be a downhill putt though. I'd imagine if we didn't push that right, we would have just caught that slope and it would have took us up towards the pin. So we've got a nasty downhill putt, 20 feet out. It's going to break to the left. Should really start to turn. That's on... Oh, it just flies by the left edge. We are going to pick up a par here, hopefully from 4 feet. We are going to remain at 6 under par. Disappointed I'm pushing things to the right here. Hole number 8. A long par 5, playing 613 yards. But I really appreciate these kind of courses. I would class this as a stadium course. Certainly got elements of TPC Sawgrass, in my opinion. But very simple, very natural, and very impressed with the layout. Such a risk-reward course. And so far we are being rewarded. So just try to find... Oh, I've put a fast on that. Just going to say, try to find the gap between the two bunkers. Could well be in the bunker here. And there you go. Just as I say about the risk-reward, we've been punished. So a poor tee shot puts us in a bit of bother here. Let's see what a 2 iron is. I think we can go to 2 iron. I'm just looking to catch this downhill slope. We're going to try and put a deliberate fast on this and just hope we don't catch that tree branch. Get this as far down that fairway as possible. We've executed the fast. We missed the tree branch and that should make its way down the fairway really, really well. Look at that. What a recovery shot this is. And that's going to set us up with a little pitch shot. Probably from about 60, 70 yards. 60 yards, down 15 feet. So it is playing 55 yards to the pin. But that is nasty. We are downhill. Awkward slope there. I like that. I like the challenge, but we're going to try and use this slope at the green. It's like a little V slope, isn't it, to our advantage here. Try to find the right hand side of the flag. Should slope back down. Oh, we've nailed it. We've absolutely nailed it. And we should once again be rewarded with a little tap in birdie. We do move to 7 under par. After a great recovery from the bunker there, great pitch. And we do move on to the final hole, the front 9, which is a short par 4, playing 315 yards. So, fairway is really uphill, as is the green, but I reckon you can drive this. It looks like if you go too far right or past the green, you're going to be in trouble with the water there. But I think a fully de-lofted 2-wood, we could kick out of the rough here. Just try to keep this to the left, hope for a good clean swing. Just try to avoid the right hand side of that fairway. Let's see how this pans out. It is uphill. Oh, that has went really left, and that is what happens. Oh, we've got a severe kick off the tree there. Oh, wow, we're in a bit of trouble here. That's what happens when you de-loft or fully loft clubs as much as that. If you don't get your swing perfect, especially with the master clubs, you're punished. So, heavy rough. Just looking to recover here. I think it's going to have to be 9-iron. Just land this at the front of the green and let it work its way out. Oh, I don't know if that's going to make there. We just caught that uphill slope. That false front in the green, and it really killed the momentum of the ball. And we come 27 feet short. This one's going to move to the left, 2 inches uphill. The greens are very challenging here. I do like that. I think that's going to turn more than what we've allowed for, and it comes up a little bit short. Didn't play this hole well, but I like the fact that that hazard, if you're too far right, that water is really going to punish you. I went too far left and was punished for that. So once again, the risk reward coming in. I mean, a lot of people might say this looks an easy course. There's a good element of challenge to it as we move on to hole number 10. Par 4, playing 439 yards. Bunker dividing the fairway. And once again, Grandstand arenas at the greens. This is a really fun course. I'm just going to try and find the left-hand side of this fairway. Got a 4-mile-per-hour wind. That's really going to help us out here. Hopefully avoid us running out into the light rough on the right, on the left, sorry. It's a good swing. We should avoid the bunker here. Hopefully this just kicks straight forward. It has done. And we are going to have probably a 9-iron. It's a pitching wedge. Okay, so we're a lot closer. The wind's just picking up a bit. Just going to loft this up a touch because it is firm. Firm greens. Green's really sloping to the right, so just looking to use the green to our advantage and hopefully get this one on a dime. It's a good strike.
This is looking decent, and then
should bounce out firm and then hopefully sit down and look at that. Use the contours of the green to perfection, and we are going to be rewarded with a little 4-foot tap in, which we convert, and we get back on the birdie trail. So, 8 under par. Hole number 11, par 3, playing 162 yards. Tee shot's going to be across this little pond, you would probably call that. Oh, it looks like a tough pin location because if you're too far past, that ball could well run off the green and into the water. So once again, I really like that element. So we're going to come hopefully up short. Let this 8-iron run out. The green really slopes to the right. Just looking to use that slope. This should hopefully be bang on. Oh, once again, look how far right. That needs to hold up here. I tell you what, we could be in trouble. Is that going to catch that slope? No. Probably another 2-3 yards a run out and that ball's disappearing all the way down into the water. Once again, that little pull or push right. But there we go. Wasn't much break in that 14-foot putt. We do pick up another birdie. So let's move on to hole number 12, which is a monster par 4, playing 611 yards. And look at this. Wow. We are stumbling down that cliff with a flyby camera. Pure fantasy hole this. Absolutely really nice. Looking forward to playing this one. Be interesting to see if we can hit driver here. And then approach it across the water. Once again, green's protected by bunkers. But let's have a look. 887 feet downhill. Wow, we've got a bit of calculation here. Maths was never my strong point at school, kids. So life lesson to you guys, sticking at school, work hard, even if you don't like the subject. I don't think I wanted to. We can't hit driver because I'm sure that bunker on water would be in play. I think it's going to have to be 2-wood or 2-iron. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go with 2 iron, and we'll try and play a fast on it. We'll aim it slightly more to the right. There's no out of bounds. Water is in play though. Definitely going with the 2 iron here, guys. Just looking to come up short of that bunker. But like I say, stick in school, kids. Learn maths, or I think as you American guys call it, arithmetic. And don't struggle at calculations like I do. So definitely going with a 2 iron here. Just going to club down. 2 would probably just be enough to hold fairway. But looking to put a fast on this, just aiming us down the right centre of the fairway. We manage a fast, but I tell you what, I've pushed that right. How far right's it going to go? Look how long this ball's hanging up in the air. Wow, look at that for a screenshot of an aerial shot of the course. Wow, man. That feels like that ball has been in the air for eternity. But there you go. I think we got our calculations right. We got there in the end. 2 wood might have been risky with that downhill fairway. Yeah, I think 2 iron. You could possibly drive that. You could probably drive that green with driver. But that's left us a 9 iron. A slight downhill slope. Just wanting to bang this right at the flag stick. This looks decent. Should run out well for me. Is it going to sit down? Reluctantly stops there. Probably about 10 to 12 feet past the pin. 9 footer. This one is going to turn to the right. Looks good. And I tell you what, very glad to pick up birdie in that hole. Lots of calculations, and what a fun hole that is to play. Very cool hole. As we do move on to hole number 13, which is a par 4, playing 439 yards. And this looks like it's going to be a severe dogleg left. A lot of bunkers there on the fairway. And something that we've become used to in this course is the Grandstand arena at the greens. So I think we could maybe find a gap between these trees here, guys. Is it on? It is on, but we're going to have to play a touch of fade here just to avoid the water. This is really going to be a test of your swing if you're going to take this on, but I'm feeling confident. Looking to find the gap between the 2 trees and hopefully fade it round back onto the fairway. Put a fast on it, that shouldn't really affect us too much. And we do manage to find the fairway there. And that is going to reward us with a little pitch shot. Or flop shot. We are 44 yards out. Just looking to get this close. It is up 2 feet. Just playing some loft in this just to get this ball checking up quickly. Put a slow on that, but hopefully it checks up quick. Didn't check up as quickly as I liked, but we are going to have about an 8 foot putt for birdie there. Slow fast. I got in the tempo there. But a straightforward putt from 7 feet, which we do convert, and we do move to 11 under par. So I do really like how there is shortcuts in this course if you look for them. But hole number 14, par 5, playing 566 yards. But I'm going to say it again, what a natural, clearly it's a fantasy course. Like I say, I don't have any information in the course. Also, what I do know is it was designed on the PS4 by G-Link, but very natural looking course. Stadium course, I would class this as. I really like the layout, such a fun course to play. Lots of memorable holes. And there we go, one of our better swings of the round. Find the gap between the 2 bunkers, and that should set us up for an approach shot from distance into this 14th green. Oh, look at that. That bunkers are really in play here. We've got an uphill slope. I'm going to take it on. At worst, we find these bunkers, but I think we could just about carry them. Try to find the gap if we do fail to carry the bunkers. I think I've pulled that left slightly. Is it going to stay up? Is it going to stay up? Oh, wow. How lucky are we that that kicks out into the light rough. And it is going to be a flop shot. I normally play a fast or slow on my flop, so clubbing down. Oh, I've really pulled that left. Yardage should be decent though. Just going to trickle 5 or 6 feet past the pin.
Here's a putt for birdie.
But we should be picking up birdie. Number 10. And we do move to 12 under par. So 10 birdies and 1 eagle so far. Having a solid round with 4 holes left to play. Hole 15, long par 4. Playing 500 yards. Looks like where this tree's really going to divide the fairway, and that should be about where we land our tee shot, I would imagine. Oh, nice. I like the bunker there as well. So the designer really making this fairway tough. And once again, we've got another moat bunker surrounding and protecting. So this bunker's definitely in play here. I'm just looking to find the left-hand side of it. I've got no idea what kind of kick we're going to get in the fairway. It's a good execution. Hopefully we kick left here, or straight. Oh, we've kicked right. We're not going to land in the bunker, but now we've got a huge problem with this tree right in front of us. I really like that. A lot of people will complain about this, saying, oh, I don't have a shot. You could have laid up, could have took a shot back, but I'm happy with fading and drawn shots. Like I say, I do it very regular. So trying to really fade this round, tell you something, this could be an absolutely worldie. If that checks up, oh my goodness guys, and if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button, because what a golf shot that is. We played that fade to perfection. Would love to convert this 6-foot putt for birdie. That is a memorable golf shot, especially if this drops. Which it does. And we played that hole really, really well. We were unfortunate with the kick. But 13 under, absolutely cutting this course up. Hole number 16. It's another par 3, playing 228 yards. So we've had a lot of variation in the par 3s. We've had medium length par 3s, short par 3s. And this one a bit longer. It's going to be downhill though. I think 5 hybrid certainly is the right club. Just going to de-loft this. Hope we've got enough club to find the slope and let it run down towards the pin. Not the cleanest of swing lines. Why, look how far left that's going on the master clubs with that squiggly line. And with that, it's going to come up really short, and we're going to have a really challenging putt, especially with these 131 greens. 65 foot out. Just using the green grid here. Or should I say the lie grid. Ball's going to move left at my feet. Not much. It's definitely going to move to the left. Weight's more important than the line here. If I can get this within 5-6 feet, I'm a happy man with these 131 greens. I think we've really underhit that. I have. So I'm going to have a test and putt probably about 15 feet, 18 feet, 21 feet. 1 foot down. I didn't expect it to check up as quickly as that. Really expected it to filter down this slope. So we're probably looking at our first drop shot of the round here. I tell you what though, that looks... Oh! So we are going to pick up our first bogey.
And if this drops, that's your bogey.
Off the round on that par 3. And that all came from a poor tee shot. So there's that risk reward element to the course. You are going to get punished for poor shots, because every poor shot I've played I have been punished. And I would say for the majority, the good shots I have played, we have been rewarded. Hole number 17, long par 5, playing 637 yards. Let's see if we can get this drop shot straight back. Look at the waterfall there coming down the side of that hill. But really enjoyed this course. Very simplistic, with a lot of nice features and a lot of memorable holes here. But very natural course, very fun to play. Really like the layout of it, like I've said a few times now. I'm sure we can come over the top of these trees, find this downhill fairway, and really get this ball running on for days, hopefully. Just going to play some fade once again. Laser beam there. Loft and fade, played to perfection. And that ball should run on for another good few yards. 334 yards, so we've really took out a lot of the distance here, and we should be able to reach this in two now quite convincingly coming off the fairway. It is downhill. Just looking to run this on from the front of the green or the fairway. It's another good strike. Oh, this is right at the flagstick, I'll tell you that right now. Check up, come on. This could go in. It's in. Oh, what a shot once again, and hopefully we pick up our second eagle of the round after that fabulous approach shot with a 2-wood. So we picked up a bogey in the previous hole, took our anger out in this hole, and we moved to 14 under par with a final hole of this fantastic course to play. And it is a par 4, playing 471 yards. Look at all the seating areas here. What a fantastic grandstand finish to this course here. There's a clubhouse off in the distance. Wow. That must be the biggest stadium finish to any golf course. And I think I've nailed it on the head by calling this or classing this as a stadium course. Parts of it does remind me of TPC Sawgrass. Just looking to avoid bunker here. This is a brave shot here. Should just come over the right hand side of this bunker. Oh, we've pushed it right. We're not going to find the gap between the bunkers. We're actually going to be buried. And I think we're going to have to take our medicine here depending on the lie. 173 yards. It is uphill. This could well be a case of bunker to bunker. 6 iron may just get us there, but look at the false front. 5 iron, it's a worse lie, but we're going to take it on. This is probably going to be bunker or just fail to get up on the green there, but just want to get this as close to the green as possible. It's going to find that false front. Is it going to kick on? Oh no, it kicks all the way back into the bunker, and this could be quite a tricky shot. 14 yards uphill, 9 feet. Fully lofting this up. Don't want to play it too long. Don't want to play it too short. Probably about an 85% swing. I think we got 95. Is it? Is that 95? Yeah, and with that, we're way long. So we could well be finishing with bogey here, unfortunately. 21 foot downhill, 4 inches. 21 feet, 4 inches downhill. It's going to turn to the left. Hoping to hold this out for par. Tell you what, it looks good if it turns. Oh, wow, we just burned the edge. And we are disappointingly going to finish with bogey there. So this course has got everything, guys. That few holes that I didn't play well, I was totally punished with bogeys. And we are going to finish with a 59-13 under par. But what a fantastic course that is. Really enjoyed it. Please get out there and play it. It certainly will be a course you will enjoy. But that is it for today's video, guys. That is certainly getting a favourite and a 5-star for me. But until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.